It's time for Friday Night Football on Ticket TV. Friday Night Football is presented by First National Bank. By Bangor Heat Pump. Coastal Auto Parts. Truergy Orchards. Bangor Frameworks. Dean's Detailing. Sport Clips. Greenway Equipment Sales. Spotlight Cinemas. Tradewinds Markets. United Technology Center. Northeast Driving School. Seaboard Federal Credit Union. Old Town Recreation Center. And Danforth Supermarket. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV is a production of Maine sports leader 92.9 The Ticket.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alumni Field at MCI. Welcome to Friday Night Football here on Ticket TV. Tonight, the John Bapst Crusaders take on the MCI Huskies in a Class C North semifinal game. I'm Jim Church along with Ernie Clark. Welcome to our broadcast here tonight. Ernie, you and I are battling the elements here in the pregame show. We're going to go back into our cozy press box here very shortly. But these two teams are going to be playing out here on a pretty good track, as Coach O'Connell mentioned in our pregame chat. So the field's in pretty good condition, but that ball's going to be slippery. It's chilly out here today.
Well, it is chilly, and it's circumstances we're not used to this year. I mean, we had a pretty mild fall in terms of playing football, and so now all of a sudden it changes here tonight. And while the athletes themselves won't really feel the cold once they've started to play, the ball is a little harder, a little colder, a little slicker. The turf, although it's in real good shape, considering the snow and rain we've had recently, is different. It's going to break down over the course of the game. All this stuff could make a difference in the game, but both teams have to deal with it.
Well, two teams very excited here tonight. The John Bapst Crusaders excited to be back in this position, playing in a semifinal. 7-2 overall, 6-2 in the regular season. Got a nice win against Oceanside, and Coach O'Connell and company, they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I think that win over Oceanside last week was really kind of a signature win for the program to get beyond the first round of the playoffs. It's been a while. It's been since 2014 they've been in the playoffs, and the season that they had, the win total that they've had, equals the win total of the last 4 years combined. But this is a veteran group. There's a lot of juniors and a lot of seniors out there that, while they don't have a lot of playoff experience, have a lot of experience because they started playing varsity football when they were freshmen, and now they're starting to realize the fruits of that effort.
Yeah, so a nice rebound season for Crusader football. Meanwhile, MCI, tons of tradition, tons of success, especially over the last 6 years or so.
Yeah, the last half dozen years, they've really been one of the class teams in Northern Maine, regardless of class, really, with state championship in 2016 and 17, regional championships before that, and they're always a factor at this time of the season. Played a tougher schedule than John Bapst did this year. That may be a little bit of a difference, a little bit more tested going into this game, but they've got veterans, and more than that, a solid coach in Tom Bertrand, and a lot of confidence because of what you said about the last 6 years or so.
All right, that's enough from us. We've set the scene here. It's darn cold out here at Alumni Field, but we're looking forward to a great game here tonight. It's the Crusaders and the Huskies coming up next. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV. We'll talk with the coaches next.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first. Because you can. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
Bangor Frameworks has offered custom framing for your paintings, photographs, and prints since 1989. Bangor Frameworks will frame and mat your sports memorabilia, and they even do shadow box framing for your favorite jerseys. At Bangor Frameworks, they take great pride in their superior workmanship, from the highest quality materials to the construction of the frame to the precise installation of your finished piece. Your favorite art and your special memories deserve the best. Visit Bangor Frameworks at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor. Spotlight Cinemas is the place for great entertainment and exceptional value. Spotlight Cinemas features low concession prices, 7 all-digital screens, and stadium-style seating. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back to the Sport Clips pregame show. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark with you. Let's hear from the coaches now. We talked with them down on the field this frozen tundra here at Alumni Field before the game. We'll start with John Bapst coach Dan O'Connell. Turnaround season for the program, 6-2 during the regular season. You get that quarterfinal win. Just talk about the feeling after that win. It looked like the team was very excited.
Well, the kids were excited. It's one of the many goals we set for the season way back on June 9th when we first got together. And when you talk about something that long and then it comes to fruition, there's really a feeling of satisfaction. What I like most about this team is that this group of seniors and their underclassmen, they're not complacent. They had a great week of practice, and they were really looking forward to getting another shot at another playoff victory, so we're excited.
Yeah, and Friday nights here at MCI, of course, a lot of tradition here with the Huskies. Just your thoughts on taking on them, and what challenges do they present?
Well, I've known Tom for a long time. He's a dear friend of mine. We've coached in the Lobster Bowl together. So first and foremost, they're going to be well coached. They have a system that they've been running for many years now and have had championship success. They do the little things well. They have a lot of talent, and they've been here before. So to come into their house and get a win is going to take a heck of an effort. The kids are excited, and we want to be up to the task.
And just, it is cold here tonight, but I mean, it's November football in the Northeast. But any changes to your game plan with the weather the way it is?
No, I mean, the wind seemingly has died down. The track is tremendous. It's not going to be an issue. There's no mud, no swamp that some people thought it might be. It's football as prescribed, and I don't think the field.
All right, we are underway here at Alumni Field. We'll get the rest of that interview with Dan O'Connell. We'll also hear from Tom Bertrand as well. And the kickoff goes to John Bapst, and bringing up the near side is going to be number 7. That's Landon St. Peter Jr. And St. Peter gives the Crusaders decent field position on the first possession of the game. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark. Ernie, welcome in on this chilly evening here tonight. We're in the cozy confines of the Friday Night Football broadcast booth.
Yeah, but you can't make too much about how chilly it is right now because it's going to be colder next week.
Oh, boy.
But it's football weather in November here in the state of Maine. The players are used to it, certainly. It's just people like us that have to get used to it.
All right, John Bapst coming off a 14-0 win against Oceanside in quarterfinal action. A game played at the Winkin Complex, and now the Crusaders on their first play. And a pitch back to Chadwick. Max Chadwick, he's got some running room down that far sideline. Chadwick has gone all the way on the first play from scrimmage. Touchdown, Crusaders. That is a 63-yard run there by Max Chadwick.
Yeah, these teams didn't play during the regular season, so perhaps they didn't see that play in the scouting report, but you saw the speed of Max Chadwick. Max Chadwick going down the sideline there. He's a first-year varsity player for football. He's played in other sports and been an effective outfielder for the baseball team, guard on the basketball team. Got him out as a senior to play, use his athleticism, and you saw it on display there. Some good blocks to get him around the corner at about midfield, and from there it was just a sprint to the end zone. And John Bapst, somewhat shockingly to the home crowd, out to a 6-0 lead here.
63-yard run there by Chadwick, and now he's all warmed up for the extra point. Holding will be the quarterback, Wilson Higgins. Snap is good, and the kick is up, and it's very strong, and it's through the uprights. And just like that, we've just got started here, just 21 seconds into this ball game, and the John Bapst Crusaders, again, feeling good about themselves coming off that quarterfinal win. They come in here, and on the first play from scrimmage, 6.
Boy, you can't ask for a better start than that. Coming in as the underdog, coming in on the road, coming in against a team that's got a strong track record here in the last few years, and you immediately let them know that you're going to be here for a while. That's a speed move by Max Chadwick there, and MCI is going to have to take note of that, certainly, and respect that speed the rest of the night, because once he got to the corner, nobody catching him.
Yeah, you take a look here at the Class C North bracket as it stands right now. Winslow and Herman winning games last week. Herman over Belfast, Winslow taking down Madomic Valley. And, of course, we mentioned the Crusaders over Oceanside advancing here to the semifinal against MCI, who defeated number 7 Old Town.
And that Winslow-Herman game will be played tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock down at Jerry Pullen Memorial Field in Winslow. Winslow, of course, no lights on their home field, so they'll be playing on Saturday afternoon. So both of those teams get a good chance to check this one out tonight to see who the possibilities would be for a Class D North final, which will be played on Saturday the 16th at Hampton Academy.
Quick start for the Crusaders. Wilson Higgins will kick off here for John Bapst. Here's the boot by number 14. End-over-end kick fielded at the 14-yard line. And straight up the middle of the field for MCI. Nice return there for Will Russell, the senior. And he's going to bring it up close to the 37-yard line, so just about the same spot that John Bapst started with their first possession of the ball game. Let's see what MCI can do. MCI won the toss, but they did defer.
MCI will set up at their own 38.
Quarterback for MCI, longtime quarterback Ryan Friend. This is his 3rd year as a starter. And the snap to the junior from the shotgun. He fires right, pass is complete. Chadwick can't make the tackle. He had enough contact there, though, to bring down the receiver, Dominic Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson almost able to escape that and keep his balance, but not quite. Just enough contact, as you said, by Chadwick, but still 8 yards on first down. A good start for MCI offensively.
And as we look at the flag off to our right, Ernie, atop the scoreboard here at Alumni Field, the wind has died down. Coach O'Connell said it had died down on the field, but it had not at that point, but it has now. All right, handoff. That's going to be a first down for MCI. Cole Steves with the carry. And the junior will advance the chains, gets the football out to the 48-yard line of the Huskies.
Yeah, Steves has been playing off and on this season. Been playing fairly regularly late in the season. Top running back for MCI, although Friend the top rusher for the Huskies during the regular season.
New set of downs here for MCI. And the handoff. And another solid pickup there for MCI. First down and more. It's going to be Steves again. He is twisted down at the 29-yard line of John Bapst. So both offenses on this cold night off to a hot start.
Yeah, you can see Cole Steves with the quick feet being able to cut to his left and cut to his right and then cut to his left again. Big gain there to the 29. That's 19 yards on that carry by Cole Steves.
Two wideouts to the left. Two running backs, and Steve's, second running back in that I formation. He's going to get the call. Not much there. May have lost a half yard, but
Steve's on the carry.
Certainly no gain there for MCI.
Number 55,
Devlin Crowley, one of the John Bapst captains,
second and 10.
on the tackle there. Senior defensive lineman.
Now Friend from the shotgun. Steve's to his left. In motion is Elijah Bagley. Now Friend rolling to his left, fires for Bagley, and Bagley falling backwards makes the catch inside the 5. Let's see where they mark it. Going to be near the 2-yard line.
Yeah, you watch here as Friend rolls to his left and rolls forward, gets pretty close to the line of scrimmage, and then just lofts the ball over the top of the defense. Bagley catches it with his back to the goal line and couldn't maintain his balance, but as it is, first down and goal at about the 2.
MCI
Gain of 28 on the play.
Huskies looking to retaliate quickly here against John Bapst, who scored on their first play from scrimmage. Friend hands it off inside to Bagley. He is in for the touchdown. 6 points for the MCI Huskies, and they are to within 1.
Yeah, the MCI Huskies winning that battle at the line of scrimmage, and easy pickings for Bagley to get over the goal line after the 28-yard reception on the play before. And tell you what, we may be in for a shootout here tonight.
7-6 already. Not even 3 minutes into this ball game. And now it's going to be Will Russell looking to tack on the extra point and tie this ball game up.
Russell set to try the extra point for MCI.
Good crowd here tonight despite the chilly temperatures. And the kick is high, and it is straight. And the extra point is indeed tacked on, and that'll make it a 7-7 ball game. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more from Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money? Come see us at Bangor Heat Pump.
Back at Alumni Field here at MCI, Friday Night Football presented by First National Bank. Dream first because you can. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And the kick taken near the 10-yard line, fielded there by St. Peter, and St. Peter up near the 30 as he is brought down. And the Crusaders will get things started once again. Offensively, 7-7 our score. Exactly 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
One of the problems I'm finding early in the game is the reluctance of the ink, the cold ink, to come out of the pen a little bit here. Going to have to read the indentations on the paper
You have to
rather than the actual color of the ink.
Get closer to our trusty heater here. Puppy's saving the day here tonight. All right, 1st and 10 here for John Bapst. Wearing the all-white uniforms here tonight. And dropped in the backfield is number 44, Colby Brown. And that's going to be a loss of 1, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Crusaders. John Bapst 6-2 in the regular season. MCI also 6-2 in the regular season. Obviously, with quarterfinal wins, MCI played the tougher schedule.
They did. They played Winslow and Bapst, for instance, didn't play Winslow or MCI, the top two teams in the division.
Here goes Chadwick in motion, gets the pitch, trying to get around that left end again, and this time not as much success as his first trip. He'll gain a yard, maybe 2 on that play.
Yeah, that was Nathan Bertolet, who did a good job for MCI of fighting off his blocker at the corner. You see him to the right of the screen and just able to reach out from the ground and make the tackle and prevent Chadwick from getting around the corner that time.
3-yard pickup for Max Chadwick. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Wilson Higgins under center. Higgins back to pass, looking across the middle, nothing there. Now wings it right. Chadwick on the receiving end, and he's got the first down, still on his feet, and finally pulled out of bounds and slung into the bench, and the flags come flying out as Will Russell got a little overly rambunctious there and put Chadwick into the bench, but Max is up on his feet and appears to be okay, but you're going to tack on some extra yardage here after that nice pass completion for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and one of the things that exacerbates that play after the fact is there's very little room on this side of the field out of bounds between the sideline and a little hill that rises up to the stand, so there's really no place for anybody to go in terms of being thrown out of bounds. It's just enough room for the bench, and that's going to be 15 more yards against the Huskies. Moves the ball to the 28 from their own 32, 18 and 20. That's a 40-yard play, as it turns out, with the play and the penalty. So a huge gain there for the John Bapst Crusaders.
So Wilson Higgins successful on his first pass attempt of the evening. He's got Brown behind him. St. Peter in motion, and the pass to the left side is going to be picked off. Nobody there, save for the defensive back over there. Making the interception is Nason Bertholet.
Yeah, again, he made a good tackle a moment ago on a run play, and here looking to throw the ball to the tight end, but tight end broke inside. The throw went to the outside. There's Bertholet kind of wishing he could have maintained his balance because he had nothing but open field, but they'll take the turnover on that play. So big play by John Bapst to put them in close to scoring position, but immediately answered with the turnover, and now MCI takes over for the second time.
First turnover of the ball game. Wilson Higgins had 1 interception in the game against Oceanside. Here's Steves. Nice job there by Cole Steves. Hit near the line of scrimmage, but able to dive forward for a solid pickup on first down.
Yeah, Steves is kind of he's a shifty runner, but he's kind of the guy that does a lot of the inside running work for MCI. And here we look at the John Bapst Crusaders. They've had a strong football tradition, just not in the last 5 or 6 years, but state champions in Class B, back-to-back 64 and 65. Class C state champions 1976, and then most recently in 2008. Ken Perrone coached at Bapst before he took over at Brewer High School and led them to some great seasons. Dan O'Connell has been the head coach of John Bapst for the last 16, 17 years now, and has done a good job when you consider the fact that John Bapst really doesn't have a feeder system. They're an independent school, and they kind of take kids from where they can get them, so there's no assurance that they're going to have 15 freshmen football players next year, for instance. They do with what they have, and they've done pretty well, certainly this year.
So a 10-yard penalty negates the gain by Steves, friend from the shotgun, and the handoff to Steves, and he's going to be tripped up after a short gain. It's going to be second down and very long here for MCI.
He's tripped up by Colby Fournier.
And here's the MCI program history. Program dates back to 1899.
Yeah, and they're certainly having one of their best runs since then, right now, since winning regional championships in 2014 and 15 in Class D, defeated by Oak Hill both years, but then broke through with a kind of a stunning last-second victory over Lisbon in the 2016 Class D state final, and then moved up to Class C the next year and won another state championship, which is hard to do, to move up a class and win back-to-back state titles. But here we are with Tom Bertrand guiding the Huskies to some pretty rarefied air here in Northern Maine football.
Yeah, Ryan Friend flushed out of the pocket. darted to his right, but he's brought down for a sack. Colby Fournier, senior defensive lineman, in there for the sack. So we got 3rd down and
20.
What's to our left? What community is
that might be
in that direction?
Let's head to a Newport, I think.
All right. His friend rolling to his left again, and he's going to fire this one into the MCI sideline. So the Huskies are going to have to punt here, and a nice defensive stand there by John Bapst after the turnover, certainly helped by the penalty against the Huskies.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you're back on your own end. You like to come out of it clean, because it actually was a decent first down run by Cole Steves that was negated by the penalty, and now MCI must punt with Will Russell back in punt formation, and that's another boost for a John Bapst team that is, they know what they're getting into when they come down here, but again, not familiar with MCI, just to know that they've been so successful.
And the fair catch called for and then slammed into, as making the fair catch call was Rhett McDonald. And then he got run into there. Was that Dominic Wilson that banged into McDonald?
Yeah,
in any event, another penalty here against MCI.
And John Bapst is going to have great field position. The fair catch was made at about the 45, 46 yard line, so you throw 15 yards onto that. Now here it is, high punt, and I think you're right, it was Russell there. And he
Wilson, I think.
Wilson, excuse me. He clearly didn't see the fair catch call, but the referee did, and that's all that matters. And so now another penalty against MCI, and John Bapst is in great field position to start this drive.
Yeah, some big penalties against the Huskies here in this first half. We're just over the halfway point, just past the halfway point in this first quarter. Now Wilson pitches it, and trying to get around the right end without much success is Quinn Mitchell. Mitchell had a great game against Oceanside. And it's going to be set back for a loss. So Mitchell loses 1. And it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
That's good pursuit by MCI's defense there. Maybe learning a lesson from that first play of the game by Chadwick, and to respect the outside run by John Bapst, but they had plenty of people there to make sure that Mitchell didn't get around that corner.
Higgins under center. Colby Brown directly behind him. Wilson's going to go to the air again, and Higgins' pass intended for Rhett McDonald. Some contact there near the pylon, but the pass is incomplete. No pass interference.
And McDonald knocked it away. I think that was Ryan Friend on the defense. So good defense by MCI on that play against a taller receiver.
So each side scoring on their first possession. The defenses starting to rise up a little bit in this ball game. 3rd down and 11 here for the Crusaders. Let's see if Wilson goes back to the air. What breeze there is at the back of Higgins. There's Mitchell. And now a little screen play set up on the left side. Here's Colby Brown. He breaks a tackle and he dives forward. He's tripped up. Let's see where they mark it. He fell forward. I think he's got the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close, and they are awarding him the first down. Key was breaking that first tackle. Bertolette thought he had a chance at it, but he broke that tackle. And a nice leg tackle there by Buzzle, 76, to prevent the ball carrier from going any farther. Isaac Buzzle, number 76, is Isaac and Bryce out there on defense for the Huskies.
So nice little screen play set up there by the Crusaders. Colby Brown on the receiving end. Another set of downs here for John Bapst, trying to retake the lead. There's Mitchell in motion again, and he's going to get the pitch. And he gets around that right edge, and he slams into Wilson. Now the ball is loose, but they're going to say he was down. Mitchell down. Official right there to make the call definitively.
Yeah, he looked down from this vantage point, but here we go. Fake to the fullback, and then pitch to Mitchell, running wide, getting some lead blocking there. Fought off pretty well by MCI's number 20, Elijah Bagley, but Mitchell able to get beyond that, and then as he hits the ground, the ball came loose, but going to be second and.
Now we got a flag down. This one's going to go against John Bapst, so it's going to be from the spot.
So it's going to be, first down, essentially first and 10, because he gained about 9 3/4 yards on that play.
20, and it will remain first and 10.
Deja vu all over again.
Wipe out the yardage and start over.
Friday Night Football presented by Quirk Auto Group. Quirk is your main Boss plow dealer. It's your boss. Find it at Quirk. Rhett McDonald's wide to the right. He had a touchdown reception in the quarterfinal win. Fake to Brown. They give it to Mitchell. Second man through, and Mitchell gets it up to about the 20-yard line, so that's going to be no gain.
Quinn Mitchell.
Second and 10 for the Crusaders.
For no gain by number 16,
Approaching the 3-minute mark here in this first quarter.
It'll be second and 10.
As already mentioned, tomorrow, Herman at Winslow. And it'll be another chilly day. Sun's going to be out. Right?
Yeah, it'll feel warmer just because you can look up there and see that light, but I'm not sure how much warmer it'll actually be.
Second and long here for John Bapst. The longer John Bapst is in this game, Ernie, the confidence level is going to grow significantly. Here's a pitch to Chadwick. And the Huskies close on him quickly. Looked like he had a little daylight there.
Pitches on the option at number 2, Max Chadwick.
Huskies with the pursuit and a short gain there for Chadwick.
Yeah, you can see a different level of quickness with Chadwick once he gets the ball in his hand, but that time he was waiting for some blocking that never really came as MCI got to the outside defensively pretty quick and limited that to about a 1-yard gain, making it third and a long 8.
Tight formation here for the Crusaders. Higgins going to the air, lofts it up, right side, and almost picked off there by Wilson. Dominic Wilson in the vicinity. He was the closest man to the football. Pass intended for Chadwick.
Pressure applied by number 56.
Falls to the turf, and it's going to be 4th down and 9 here for John Bapst.
4th and about 8.
Ball at the 19-yard line of MCI, so the Crusaders will go for it here on 4th down and long.
Yeah, give it a go here. The worst thing you do is you turn it over at the 19 and make MCI have to go 80 yards, but certainly John Bapst would like to cash in on this possession, somehow get a first down.
Wilson, Higgins surveying the situation. There goes Chadwick, and they fake the pitch to him. Screen play set up on this side. Again, it's Brown. Brown looking for room. He does not get away this time. And there to make the tackle is Isaac Buzzle.
Yeah, Brown, the play was set up pretty well. The mistake Brown made, if anything, is he held up.
And then he cut back in.
And then he cut back toward Buzzle. Exactly, 2 blockers outside to the right that were doing their job. Had contact on their defenders, but made that a quick decision. And Buzzle, very good athlete. You see 76 running around the middle of the field like that. It tells you he's a pretty good athlete. And sure enough, he was able to stop the play and force John Bapst to give the ball up.
Huskies take it over on downs. Ryan Friend will be under center on this first down play. Rolls to his right, and Friend's going to take it himself. And weaving his way on that right side, he's going to get close to the first down marker. Big pickup there for MCI. Now is the time to contact Bangor Heat Pump for your winter heating needs. Call the Heat Pump guys at 659-8193 or visit them at bangorheatpump.com. Truer words have never been said.
Need the portable ones, huh? The portable heat pumps?
All right, first down and more. Cole Steves, and he's taken down from behind there by Spencer Tomlinson, the senior.
Yeah, quick handoff here. Bagley with the lead block from the fullback position, and Steves just weaves his way through the defense, and then finally number 10 for John Bapst, Spencer Tomlinson, with the saving tackle in terms of additional yardage.
So Tomlinson also on that replay. Take a little swipe at that football, trying to jar it loose. But Steves held on, and now straight up the middle, and we got a bunch of players falling down well beyond the play there. It's going to be about a 3-yard pickup there for MCI.
They were finishing their blocks on that one.
They were about 12 yards downfield. A couple of Huskies picking on a Crusader there.
It'll be second
now,
and long 7.
Looking down below, we see Max Pottle, one of our camera people here tonight.
Yes.
Now we've got a rotation going on, and Max is coming out of my warm vehicle, and he is emanating for the first time as we have reached the end of the first quarter. Seconds winding down here, and that's going to be the final play of quarter number 1.
See, if I was Max, I would have tried to have kind of stretched that out just a few more seconds so I had to get the extra minute in the vehicle during the break.
It's his turn. It's taken over for our man Jeff Hoke working that camera over there. All right, we've got to take a timeout. That is the end of the first quarter. 7-7 our score. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Connect. Inspire. Give. Share. Dream first. Because you can. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again.
Welcome back to Alumni Field. MCI with the football as the two teams switch sides here at Alumni Field. MCI now working from left to right, and Cole Steves, he's been a busy man this evening, getting the call once again, and he advances the football into Crusader territory. It's now at the 48 of John Bapst.
50 yards on 6 carries early on for Steves.
And in motion is Neeson and Berthollet. And Friend under pressure, breaks away from that pressure. He's got the first down, still on his feet, and he plows over a John Bapst defender. That was Max Chadwick taking a hard hit there from the MCI quarterback.
Yeah, Colby Brown almost gets Friend there, but
almost got a football too.
Escapes a left arm grab and then gets to the outside and too quick to get to the corner, and down the sideline he goes for a gain. Good downfield block there by Dominic Wilson before the tackle was made.
First and 10 now for MCI. Ball at the 28 of John Bapst. 7-7 ball game. Class C North semifinal. The winner will advance to the regional final. Take on either Winslow or Herman. And Cole Steves with the football again. And a big pickup there by number 7. As the Huskies are closing in on pay dirt here.
Another first down on a 13-yard gain by Steves, and the combination of Steves and Friend giving John Bapst defensively some problems right now.
Ball on the 15-yard line, and a little hurry up here from the Huskies does not work. As dropped in the backfield there is Steves.
As soon as that heat preys on them, they can start going backwards. That's a good reaction by the John Bapst defense, answering after being gassed a couple times in a row by the MCI ground game.
Yeah, nice play there by Devlin Crowley. 4-yard loss for MCI. 2nd and 14. Friend. The give here to Bagley. Bagley straight up the middle, and he takes it down to the 10. Nice job once again by the MCI offensive line. Opening up the hole there for Bagley. He seized upon it.
would say that MCI, it looks to me like collectively has a little bit of a size advantage along the line of scrimmage against John Bapst.
Friend, quick fire to the left. Wilson on the receiving end. He gets around Chadwick, and he is out of bounds, just shy of the goal line. Almost got inside that pylon, but he's going to be marked out of bounds at the 1.
He's just shy of the goal line.
That's a pretty good one-on-one battle over there once the pass completion was made, and actually a pretty good job by Chadwick of denying Wilson
he's inside
the goal
1 yard line. First and goal, MCI.
First and goal here for the Huskies, trying to take their first lead of the night. It's Bagley and Steves behind Ryan Friend. And they go to Steves, and Steves plows his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And they do indeed have their first lead of the night. It's now 13-7 MCI.
Pretty simple play here off to the right side. The handoff to Steves. Bagley with the lead block there on Brown, and easy into the end zone for Cole Steves.
So the Huskies here on their home turf starting to assert themselves. Got the 6-point lead, and now Will Russell on for the extra point. And the kick is up, and it is no good.
Point after try is no
Missed
good.
opportunity there for MCI, but they take a 13-7 lead into the break. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Welcome to the Danforth Plaza, located in the town of Herman, one of the fastest growing communities in Maine. The Danforth Plaza is convenient, friendly, and has everything you'll need in one location. So the next time you're in Herman, visit Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, your local family-owned and operated grocery store with an impressive fresh food department. Danforth Supermarket also offers a huge selection of local wines, fresh meats, seafood, and more. If it's on your list, it's on our shelves. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, located in the Danforth's Plaza, Herman.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first. Because you can.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our entire Friday Night Football crew. Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Coastal Auto Parts. Coastal Auto Parts, the owners of your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores. 13-7, MCI on top after the Cole Steves touchdown run from 1 yard out. And now Will Russell will kick things off here. John Bapst looking to bounce back in this one.
Yes, got off to the quick lead on the first offensive play of the game. A big run by Max Chadwick. Since then, it's been largely all MCI.
Short kick. It's going to take a bounce. Picked up cleanly there by St. Peter. St. Peter up the middle, and he is met near the 30-yard line where he is dropped, and that's where the Crusaders will get things going. Well, we've got the spotlight on Class C North here tonight, Ernie, but there's many other playoff games happening this weekend.
Yes, indeed. Although it looks like we've got Class A to the left in terms of Southern Maine, and Class on the right looks like we've got the 8-man football ranks.
Okay.
But the West there, you've got Class A, just one division, and you've got half of the brackets there.
Yeah, we're going to talk to our graphics people. Little mishap there. We'll chew them out on Monday. All right, pass complete over the middle. There's Rhett McDonald. That combination of Wilson Higgins and Rhett McDonald over the last couple of years had a lot of success.
Yeah, that's about 15 yards on that play. A little slant pass, timing pattern there, and good throw, good catch, and a nice gain to start this drive for the Crusaders.
Speaking of timing, Ernie, yours has been off a little bit here tonight. Hopefully you can regroup.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
Just joshing.
Nothing unusual, though. Why are we surprised?
First and 10 here for the Crusaders. Higgins pitches it to Mitchell. Mitchell's got some running room. Mitchell's got a first down. He is driven out of bounds inside the 45 of MCI. Here come the Crusaders.
And the thing about that play, Higgins waited until the very last second. He was almost being tackled before he made the pitch, and that sucked most of the defense in, and that gave Mitchell a chance to get around that corner. And another gain and another first down for the Crusaders. A couple in a row right there, 3 in a row.
Mitchell, a senior, is one of those straight up and down runners.
Yeah, not quite the speed of Chadwick, but he's just a straight ahead, powerful north-south runner. Although he's shown an ability, once he gets outside, it shows some decent speed getting around that corner.
Chadwick in motion, deep pitch, and MCI all over that play, and that's going to turn into a 7 or 8 yard loss. Nowhere to go here for Chadwick.
Yeah, big loss there. Chadwick is already going down here. It looks like number 13, Mason Bertolette, with the initial hit there. He read that play well. He said, "We've seen that sweep by Chadwick enough to know when it's coming now," and went for an 8 yard loss that time.
All right, so some work to do here for the Crusaders after heading in the wrong direction on that previous play. Higgins and company to the line. Senior quarterback looks over that MCI defense. There goes Mitchell. Inside handoff. Nope, it's going to go back to Mitchell, and once again, MCI with a good read there, and Mason Berthollet in to make the play. Another loss.
He has been he's been in the huddle of John Bapst a couple of times here in the last few plays, because he read that play well as Mitchell barely received the pitch before he was already being taken down by Berthollet. Another loss, that time loss of 5, so they've gone 13 yards in the opposite direction here in the last couple of plays.
Yeah, 3rd and 23 here for the Crusaders.
Drive started out so promisingly. Now the Crusaders in need of a big play to keep it alive.
Let's see what John Bapst has in store for the MCI defense, and what they're going to have in store is a timeout. And we are going to take one as well. 13-7 MCI. You're on Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
Old Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennick Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com.
New Dimensions Federal Credit Union is more than a place to deposit money or take out a loan. At New Dimensions, we're all about the how, like sharing with our members how to build credit, how to repair bad debt, or how to plan for retirement. We're here to help you learn, no matter where you are in life. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union. Educate, empower, evolve. That's how we do it. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union, for every new dimension of your life.
Back here at Alumni Field, and first play out of the timeout. They pitch it back to Max Chadwick. He lost the ball briefly, able to fall on it. Chadwick is down on the turf. That was almost a turnover. We've got another John Bapst Crusader down on the turf. And that possession there for John Bapst started so well, but boy, oh boy, it was a nightmare down the stretch.
Yeah, just a bad pitch right there behind Chadwick, and he was able to pick it up, but by that point there were six or so MCI defenders. I think that might have been Higgins that was down longer, but now he is up and walking off under his own power. As it is, it's going to be 4th and a gazillion.
Well, coming up next Friday night, next game will feature the Class D North Final. Now, we'll get to that Class D bracket here very shortly, but Bucksport, the number 1 seed, they had a bye, and they're going to be hosting Foxcroft, or they are hosting Foxcroft tonight. And in the other matchups, it's Mattanocook and Dexter.
Tomorrow afternoon, noontime start from Tiger Field in Dexter, Maine. Should be a good game. That game tomorrow, rematch of a game played a couple of weeks ago for second place in the LTC, and Dexter won that game 21-8. Both teams went into that game with 5-game winning streaks. Dexter's streak is now 6 going into the rematch tomorrow, while Mattanocook bounced back from its loss to Dexter to knock off Stearns 34-6 in the quarterfinals last week. And winner of that game gets the winner of the Foxcroft Bucksport game on Friday night the 15th.
Friday Night Football brought to you in part by your local Tradewinds Market. Fuel up at your local Tradewinds, where every gallon you buy supports local cancer care. With your help, over $987,000 has been raised since 2011.
I say the D final will be played Friday the 15th. If Dexter were to win its semifinal and Foxcroft were to upset Bucksport, then the game would be played on Saturday the 16th at Tiger Field in Dexter.
Crusaders in punt formation. Kicking it away is Connor Young, and he's going to kick it out of bounds. And
it's going to go for not much of a gain in the way of the punt. Punt taken from the 32, and
8-yard net.
It's going to be 8 or
8-yard punt goes out of bounds.
He marks it at the 40. It's an 8-yard punt, and that's where he's marking it. So that's almost as much as a turnover there in terms of the field position you give up. And MCI now starting with a chance to kind of create a little breathing room here. They're able to traverse this 40 yards for another score.
6:16 left to go here in the first half. Stay tuned for the Bangor Heat Pump halftime show. We'll have first half highlights. We'll check in on the scoreboard. And nothing doing there for Elijah Bagley.
Bagley up the middle.
He is met at the line of scrimmage. No gain there for the Huskies. 2nd and 10 for MCI. They've got a 6-point lead.
It'll be 2nd and 10.
Quinn Mitchell on the tackle there. He was waiting for Bagley right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Ryan Friend with Bagley and Steves behind him. And Steves the carry and trying to get around that right end. And good pursuit there by Colby Brown. Also in on the tackle, Landon St. Peter.
Steves on the carry.
Yeah, again, that's good reaction by John Bapst to get to the outside. Stopped MCI in the first down run up the middle and then went outside. And Steves will earn a tough yard on that, but still 3rd and long. Probably 2 down territory here for MCI, I'm guessing.
I think this is a very big play for John Bapst.
John Bapst defensively, yeah, they do need to stop. But it may take them 2 plays to stop this drive.
Worst case if they can go in at the half, down by 6, and Bagley breaks a tackle. Bagley's got the first down as he breaks a second tackle, and finally a couple of Crusaders bring him down at the 25, and the Crusaders had an opportunity right there.
Yeah, it looked like 2 defenders had a chance here, but really only one. He broke that tackle, then broke another leg tackle there, and was into the secondary before he's brought down.
Good job there by Bagley. Could see at the end as he was spinning to the ground, holding on to that football with both hands and arms.
Gain of 14 on the play.
1st and 10 for MCI from the John Bapst 25. From the shotgun, handoff to Steve. Steves darting his way through the Crusader defense. He'll pick up about 4. And it's going to be 2nd down and 6.
To see the variety of the weapons that MCI has. You got Bagley, Steves, and Friend in the running game, and then you got Friend with the 3 wide receivers, Russell, Wilson, and Bertolette. There's a lot of ways that they can go, and with a pretty big front line, you kind of start to see why they're 7-2 this year and ranked 2nd in the division.
2nd down and 6 now for the Huskies. Friend from the shotgun. Bagley to his right, Steves to his left. He'll hand it off to Steves. Steves, blockers in front. Steves still going, and he's driven out of bounds inside the 10. Here come the Huskies again.
Yeah, watch Bagley here carry his block. He blocks one guy, then he blocks another guy, just enough so that Steves can get her inside him and down the sideline. Yeah, it was close to blocking the back, but looked clean from here, and for him to take out to block out two guys on the same play is a pretty impressive move there by Bagley, and probably Steves will give him credit for some of the yardage when they go back at halftime.
Huskies to the line after looking to the sideline. Tom Bertrand with the play call. 3:40 left to go here in the first half. MCI looking to add to their 6-point lead. Snap to Friend. He's going to take it himself, weaving his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. No flags on the play, and it's now 19-7 MCI.
See Bagley in motion. There's one lead blocker. There's Steves coming out of the backfield. There's another lead blocker. After the line, he follows those running backs all the way to the end zone for his first rushing touchdown of the night.
And at 3rd down and 8 play, and MCI able to pick up the first down, and then they pick up the 6 here, and now they'll go for 2, trying to make it a 21-7 advantage.
Yeah, Friend hasn't carried the ball a lot tonight. Most of the groundwork's been done by Steves and Bagley, but right there when got into the deep part of the red zone, the quarterback took it on his own.
Bertholetta in motion, and the pass is going to be knocked down. They were looking to get it to Dominic Wilson on a little slant into the end zone, but passing complete, and MCI is denied. 19-7 our score, 3:31 left to go in the first half. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
The Town Rec Center is where recreation in Old Town. The Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com. Bangor Frameworks has offered custom framing for your paintings, photographs, and prints since 1989. Bangor Frameworks will frame and mat your sports memorabilia, and they even do shadow box framing for your favorite jerseys. At Bangor Frameworks, they take great pride in their superior workmanship, from the highest quality materials to the construction of the frame to the precise installation of your finished piece. Your favorite art and your special memories deserve the best. Visit Bangor Frameworks at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor.
Back at Alumni Field, Friday Night Football, brought to you by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Give your car a fresh start. Call Dean's today at 945-3016 or book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Will Russell approaching the football, and he boots it away, end over end. Lands at about the 14-yard line, picked up there by John Bapst, straight up the middle of the field, and dropped at the 25-yard line. I think that was, yes, that was Nick Hashey, a sophomore, with the return there. Sports Radio 92.9, The Ticket is Maine's sports leader. And let's take a look at the local lineup here. Weekdays from 6 to 8 a.m. It's the morning line. And then the Dale Duff Show takes over at 3 p.m. And then it's the drive from 4 to 6 p.m. Ernie, you were on the drive today along with Mark Paulette from right here in this press box at Alumni Field.
The afternoon,
Aaron Jackson.
The afternoon drive show on remote.
And handoff goes to Colby Brown, and he'll advance it a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 here for the Crusaders.
He picks up 1, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Kind of a tough spot for John Bapst here with 3 minutes left in the half. You don't want to take too many chances because you don't want to make a mistake and give MCI a short field. But you got to play. You got to play at some point. And they have been playing, but I think we were talking about off air, the MCI defense has started to solve that sweep that burned them on the first play of the game, and so now the question is for Dan O'Connell and Haggy Pratt, the assistant, is, what do we do now that maybe they've taken away that first option?
And Wilson gives it to Colby Brown again. Brown this time 3 or 4 yards.
Number 44, Brown carries again.
Give him 4 on that play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5.
And MCI is going to call some timeout here to try to save some clock if they can hold John Bapst and force a punt.
All right, 19-7 our score. We'll take a quick timeout as well. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first. Because you can.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Alumni Fields here at Maine Central Institute, a cold Friday night. This is a Class C North semifinal matchup between the John Bapst Crusaders, the number 3 seed, coming into this tournament against the number 2 seeded MCI Huskies. Friday Night Football brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. Test drive an affordable 1-Series tractor at Greenway Equipment in Bangor or Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Run with us. Request a quote right now at greenwayequipment.com. 3rd and 5 here for the Crusaders. Higgins, the handoff to Brown. Nope. It's going to go to Chadwick, and Chadwick is going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Ball is loose, and who's got it? It's still loose, and diving on it would appear to be Cole Steves.
Cole Steves with a recovery, and Ryan Friend with the original defensive play on Chadwick. Knocks the ball loose. Is Bertolette. He's everywhere. Couldn't come up with the ball. He keeps heading toward MCI territory, and there is Cole Steves recovering the ball at about the 13-yard line. And so that's exactly what John Bapst didn't want, although they weren't trying anything too fancy. Nothing they hadn't done before, but as it is, MCI with a great chance here to add to their lead before halftime, and then they will get the ball to start the second half after deferring at the start of the game. I said the ball at the 13, starts out at the 14, but still great field position for the Huskies.
Think back a couple of possessions ago for John Bapst. They had a 1st and 10 in MCI territory. Then they started going backwards offensively, and now a big turnover here. And the Huskies trying to capitalize. Nothing doing on that first down play. A 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12.
See the clock winding down.
Plenty of time for MCI, though.
Friend will be under center. 2nd and 12. Bagley and Steves in the backfield. Here's Friend rolling to his right, firing to the end zone, and leaping is Will Russell. He can't come down with it. And it will be 3rd and 12 here for MCI.
Don't know if he'd be able to come down with it inbounds in either case, but pretty good defense back in the John Bapst secondary as well. And so 3rd and long now for the Huskies. So you've got coaching signals and the signs down there on the MCI. Who do you believe? As long as everybody believes the same person, then the play should run fairly clean.
Well, the real delivery man, please step forward. Cole Steves working the right side, dives inside the 10. And it's going to be 4th down and about 4 yards to go here for MCI.
Cole Steves carries
to make it 4th and 5. And we get a timeout on the field. 19-7 our score. We'll take a break as well. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Timeout MCI.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak, and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
We are back here at MCI. Huskies knocking on the door once again. They lead it by 12. Big 4th down and 5 coming here. John Bapst needs a stop. And we got movement on the left side. The ball is loose and a flag comes out.
Flag on the play.
So that's going to set the Huskies back 5 yards. Friday Night Football brought to you by Northeast Driving School. Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 driving school and celebrating 50 years of making a difference. Visit the new location at 360 Harlow Street in Town Plaza, Bangor, or register today at northeastdrivingschool.com. So now it's 4th and 10 for MCI. Going to say it again. This is a huge play for John Bapst if they want to stay in this game. And we've got a timeout called here by the Crusaders. Dan O'Connell wants to talk things over, and we'll step aside once again. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
Back at Alumni Field, good look at the MCI huddle near the sideline. Tom Bertrand talking to his team as they get set to take the field once again offensively. So we mentioned other playoff action happening this weekend. Let's take a look at the Class B North bracket here, Ernie.
Yeah, on one semifinal, you have #1 Brunswick against #5 Skowhegan.
Early
Last we
score,
heard,
yeah.
there was a 14-14 tie in that game, which is pretty good for Skowhegan. Brunswick's now up 21-14, but a very competitive game down in Brunswick. And then Lawrence and Mount Blue. In the other bracket, Lawrence, the 3 seed, Mount Blue, the 7 seed, and Lawrence out to a 21-10 lead in that game. So a couple of competitive games in Class B North tonight.
This is just like election night. The results are coming in fast and furious here. All right, Friend, back to pass. Nothing there. Takes off, and he is drilled at the 12-yard line, and John Bapst is going to take over on downs.
Yeah, that's Spencer Tomlinson with a big hit. It looked like a Friend for a little time had some open space in the middle of the field with the idea that he might be able to get the first down, but he's still feeling the hit from Spencer Tomlinson as
shaken up a little bit there.
He just took one to the chest there that was pretty hard, and now he's going to come out of the game, and they'll try to give him the rest of the half off to regroup as a strong hit by Tomlinson prevented the first down and gives John Bapst the ball back at its own 10-yard line.
Now the Crusaders will play it conservatively here. There's a minute left, but they're going to just take a knee here and let this clock wind down and get to the half and try to regroup. They're deep in their own territory here. We're going to have to regroup too, Ernie, because we were well prepared. We had the new heater, a little propane heater, and it did an outstanding job, but one thing I failed to do was to bring some extra fuel. The fuel has run out, and Mark Paulette, our director, he is blowing into his hands now, trying to...
If you put your hand on the heater, it will maintain some level of heat for a few minutes until it cools off, but we have a fuel efficiency error by somebody. Not going to name names, but...
Somebody down to a big box store in Palmyra there, maybe to get some more fuel.
Load up.
All right. 10 seconds and the time winding off, and the two teams are going to head to the half, and it's going to be MCI on top. They lead this ball game 19-7. And we'll take a break. We'll come back with the Bangor Heat Pump halftime show next here on Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Save big on your heating. now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
Be courageous. Be optimistic. Be involved. Our best days are ahead. Dream first, because you can.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Celebrating 50 years, Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 choice for driver's ed. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Sign up today for weekday or weekend courses at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Back at Alumni Field, this is the Bangor Heat Pump halftime show. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark. Thanks for joining us here on Friday Night Football on Ticket TV. And stay in the game many ways with 929 The Ticket, 929theticket.com. Of course, on over the air at 92.9 FM. And don't forget that Ticket app as well. All right, let's get to the first half highlights. MCI up in this one 19-7. So take a look at the John Bapst band, and it was the Crusaders just seconds into the ball game with a running start.
First play from scrimmage, pitch to the left to Max Chadwick, gets around the corner and then just outruns the defense to the end zone, and suddenly 20 seconds into the game, it's 7-0 Bapst.
Chadwick the extra point, and then it was MCI's turn. Ryan Friend
rolls to his left, throws on the run, lofts it over the defense to Elijah Bagley. Doesn't get into the end zone, but first and goal at the 1 from there.
And it would be Cole Steves, who's been busy here tonight going to work.
Yeah, Bagley the fullback with the lead block, and Steves into the end zone. Short run there. That was the second touchdown. Made it 13-7. And here comes Friend. This time he's going to keep it, running behind lead blocks from Bagley and Steves. Cuts to the inside from about 5 yards out, 7 yards out, and gets into the end zone. And MCI is up 19-7, and then John Bapst, to its credit, withstood a late turnover and a possession deep in Bapst territory, stopped the Huskies from adding to their lead, and so the lead remains at just 12 points for the second-seeded MCI Huskies.
All right, we'll take another timeout here in the Bangor Heat Pump halftime show. Upon our return, we'll check in on the scoreboard. We'll get some numbers from Ernie as well. 19-7, our halftime score. The homestanding Huskies with the lead over John Bapst. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Drury Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
New Dimensions Federal Credit Union is more than a place to deposit money or take out a loan. At New Dimensions, we're all about the how, like sharing with our members how to build credit, how to repair bad debt, or how to plan for retirement. We're here to help you learn, no matter where you are in life. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union. Educate, empower, evolve. That's how we do it. New Dimensions Federal Credit Union. For every new dimension of your life.
Bangor Frameworks has offered custom framing for your paintings, photographs, and prints since 1989. Bangor Frameworks will frame and mat your sports memorabilia, and they even do shadow box framing for your favorite jerseys. At Bangor Frameworks, they take great pride in their superior workmanship, from the highest quality materials to the construction of the frame to the precise installation of your finished piece. Your favorite art and your special memories deserve the best. Visit Bangor Frameworks at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
Welcome back to Alumni Field, Bangor Heat Pump halftime show. We're going to get some stats from Ernie here in just a second, but why don't we check the scoreboard first, Ernie?
Yeah, a few scores here from around the playoff scene. Class D North, up in or down in Bucksport. The Golden Bucks top seeded 28. Fifth seeded Foxcroft 6, that game at the half. Class B North, top-ranked Brunswick has now stretched out its lead to 28-14 over Skowhegan. Lawrence 21, Mount Blue 10. Lawrence the 3 seed, Mount Blue the 7th seed, Brunswick the 1st seed, Skowhegan the 5th seed. And in Class A, the quarterfinals tonight, Scarborough the number 3 seed leading Bangor 14-3 in the second quarter. That's a 3 versus 6. And then some UMaine scores quickly. Hockey, UMaine and Mass Lowell tied at 0 early in that contest. The Maine women's basketball team opened up its season with a 69-56 win at Delaware this afternoon. I don't know why you play on a Friday afternoon, but they did. And in a field hockey playoff game that went into extra time and stroke-offs, I think is the phrase that they use. America East semifinal, Stanford won in the America East playoffs. Maine 0, so Maine eliminated in the semifinals.
All right, and coming up next Friday, we believe, the Class D North final. And we could be in Bucksport, or, like you said, well, you could have a couple of upsets. Mananoquah could upset Dexter. That would be a Friday night game if Mananoquah was the highest seed remaining. But certainly Bucksport has had a very, very strong season, dominating their opponents, and they've had some time off here to prep for this semifinal game.
Well, they've actually had 2 of the last 3 weeks off before tonight's game. They had a bye in week 7 of the regular season, because of Orono dropping the sport for the year and Bucksport being unable to find somebody to fill that gap in the schedule. Then they defeated Foxcroft in week 8, 53-0. And then last week, because of being the first seed in Class D North, they had another bye. So they had 2 of the last 3 weeks hadn't played, and now playing Foxcroft again in reference to that Friday the 15th possibility of the championship game in Class D North being played. Bucksport out to the 28-6 halftime lead, so they are to hold on and win that game. The rest of the other game doesn't matter in terms of where and when the game would be played for the championship, whether it be Dexter or Mananaco.
All right, we're going to take our final halftime break, and when we come back, we'll get the first half numbers from Ernie, and then it's on to the opening kickoff in half number 2, 19-7, MCI with the lead. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money?
Come see us
at Bangor Heat Pump.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome to the Danforth Plaza, located in the town of Herman, one of the fastest growing communities in Maine. The Danforth Plaza is convenient, friendly, and has everything you'll need in one location. So the next time you're in Herman, visit Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, your local family-owned and operated grocery store with an impressive fresh food department. Danforth Supermarket also offers a huge selection of local wines, fresh meats, seafood, and more. If it's on your list, it's on our shelves. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, located in the Danforth's Plaza, Herman.
Spotlight Cinemas is the place for great entertainment and exceptional value. Spotlight Cinemas features low concession prices, 7 all-digital screens, and stadium-style seating. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football. You see our halftime score right there on the scoreboard here at Alumni Field, 19-7. The number 2 seeded MCI Huskies leading number 3 John Bapst in this one. MCI will have the football when we get things going. John Bapst will be kicking off. But Ernie, before we get to that second half kickoff, let's take a look back at the first half and some of the stats in this one.
Yeah, score 19-7 in favor of MCI. MCI controlling the ball for most of the half. 164 total yards for the Huskies, 84 yards on 14 carries for Cole Steves to lead the way. Ryan Friend has completed 3 of 5 passes for 45 yards, lead the Huskies offensively. And then for the John Bapst Crusaders, 108 total yards of offense, which is not terrible, but it's been a bit of a struggle offensively for the Crusaders when you consider the fact that 63 of those 108 total yards came on their first play from scrimmage, that being the touchdown run by Max Chadwick. Other than that, it's been a bit of a struggle for the Crusaders. Let's see, Brown with 6 yards on 3 carries, and number 22 for John Bapst, Quinn Mitchell with 5 carries for 16 yards, and that's pretty much it for John Bapst, as they've got to figure out how to move the football. Got that one lightning strike at the outset, but really not much to show for their offense the rest of the opening 2 quarters.
Friday Night Football brought to you in part by Truergy Orchards. For fantastic family fun, visit Truergy Orchards at 3876 Union Street in Levant or at TruergyOrchards.com. Huskies are back on the field. They're going to go through some of their pre-second half warm-ups here. Crusaders, I'm assuming, where would the Crusaders be? Are they in that building across the street? Are they on the bus?
Could be either one, actually. The bus is definitely running, because I'm sure the bus driver wants to stay warm.
Yeah.
Don't blame him. I'm surprised he doesn't have more guests over there if it's not the football team. But, they're Crusaders a little bit later arriving.
Spotlight Cinemas in Orono is the place for great family entertainment and exceptional value. Call 827-7411 for more information. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
I think the Crusaders were up in the gymnasium above field level here, because they are now back down on the field. And I'll tell you what, looking across there, and you see a lot of instruments from the John Bapst band, and we're sitting here whining and moaning about our plight. At least we had a heater for a quarter and a half. They didn't have any, and I just wouldn't imagine wanting to blow on a trumpet tonight, for instance. And they toughed it out at least through the half, and we'll see if they come back.
All right, Dan O'Connell coming down the hill, head coach of the Crusaders, still in that polo.
He's not changing at this point. He's toughing it out for the full 48 minutes here, and just needs to try to figure out a way, first of all, to stop MCI from scoring on this initial possession of the second half, and then trying to find a way to diversify the offense a little bit, as MCI, since that first play of the game, has largely had an answer for anything John Bapst has tried to do, although they have hurt themselves occasionally with a penalty or two that has left the Crusaders with some decent field position.
Friday Night Football brought to you by Bangor Frameworks. Bangor Frameworks has offered custom work for your paintings, photographs, and favorite sports memorabilia for 30 years. Check out their website at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor. Tom Bertrand making his way across the Alumni Field with his son Alex Bertrand to his right. Of course, the last time we were here at MCI, Alex sang the national anthem and did a fine job.
Yeah, put a show on. I wrote a story about it the next week in the paper, and quite a bit of feedback from that as well. I'm looking for a little agent percentage deal here. As you look at the scoreboard from around the state.
I was impressed by his ability to march down the field about 16 yards while singing the national anthem.
Very.
Here's our halftime scoreboard once again, and you look at the Class A, Thornton, the number 1 seed, 9-0, pounding Edward Little 63-0. Oxford Hills big on Sanford. Bangor hanging in there on the road at Scarborough 14-3. Second quarter score, Bonnie Eagle all over Lewiston there. So it's looking like chalk at this point in Class A.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the, if anything's a surprise at all, it's perhaps that Bangor's hanging in with Scarborough the way it is. Bangor's had it tough the last couple of weeks, lost 62-0 to Bonnie Eagle, and then in a game last week against Oxford Hills for the 4, 5, 6 spot there, Bangor was within, got drawn within 13-7 in the last minute of the first half, and had a little momentum, but Oxford Hills got a short kickoff from Bangor and went down and scored before the break, and suddenly the lead was back to 20-7, and that was pretty much it, as Oxford Hills went on to a 34-7 victory to get the 4th spot and the home field advantage, where if Bangor had won that game, they would be hosting Sanford. But Bangor hanging in, coming back nicely and hanging in there. The rest of the games, you saw Brunswick, the 1 seed, Lawrence, the 3 seed, the 2 highest seed left in Class B North. They are winning in Class C North.
Of course, last week, Mount Blue with the big upset against undefeated Coney.
Undefeated Coney beat them 21-20 at the buzzer, essentially. MCI holding down its seed in Class C North, Winslow Herman tomorrow, and then in Class D, same thing holding true. Foxcroft, the number 5 seed, actually beat number 4 Herman last week, but Bucksport knocking them off so far at least 28-6, and then Dexter Madden-Alcock tomorrow at noontime over in Dexter, Maine.
Thanks to Jay Baines for providing us with that very colorful scoreboard there. Very
festive.
Yes, indeed. And I want to thank our entire crew here tonight. Again, we mentioned we kind of got a rotation on our camera positions. Tina Churchill and Jay Baines working one camera, Jeff Hoke and Max Pottle working the other camera, and when they're off duty, they're in my car that has been running for about 2 hours now.
I've also heard some suggestions that another cold night like this that they might want to bring the announcers into the rotation so that they would get a gig outside in the elements with a camera or something. I would be opposed to that. I'd just say that right off the bat.
Vote against it as well. Here's the opening kickoff in the second half, fielded at the 24-yard line by Will Russell. Russell up the middle, and he spins away from a tackle, and he is brought down near midfield. So a good return of about 26 yards there by Russell.
It was a highly active return, that's
Yes.
for sure. He made it upfield quickly quite a ways, but then he went sideways in between a whole lot of tacklers before they were finally able to bring him down. But ball inside John Bapst territory, just inside John Bapst territory at the 49.5 to start out the second half for MCI. So great return by Will Russell.
Friend from the shotgun. Hands it off to Cole Steves. Got some penetration here by John Bapst, but Steves manages to pick up a yard. Great work there by Cole Steves. He's been a busy man here tonight.
Yeah, Devlin Crowley in the backfield and almost had Steves for a loss, but was able to escape that initial tackle and turn a 5-yard loss into a 1.5-yard gain.
Second down, about 8.5 yards to go here for MCI. Touchdown here by the Huskies would put the Crusaders in a very difficult spot on the road. Here's a pass to the right side. It ends up into the Husky sideline, intended for Dominic Wilson. And it's going to be third down and about 8 yards to go.
I think both these quarterbacks having a little difficulty with the passing game, something you alluded to in the pregame, just with the ball being hard and cold. And I'm looking to see if Steve's is, Friend not wearing gloves, but he has his hand and a hand warmer behind him whenever the ball's not in play.
All right, and they're going to go to Steves again. He's got the first down, and he's still on his feet, and the Crusaders will finally push him out of bounds, but Cole Steves down inside the 20-yard line takes it to the 15.
Here he goes. Here he's already downfield before he gets touched at the 30-yard line, and then just drags a tackler for an extra 10 to 12 yards before he gets knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So that's going to go for a gain of 33 by Steves and puts him over 100 yards for the game.
Snap to Friend, hands it off to Steves, this time working the left side and unable to gain anything on that play. So it'll be second down and 10 for MCI.
Yeah, it's a good reaction on the other side of the line of scrimmage by John Bapst to ride Steves down for no gain on the play.
Now it'll be Friend from the shotgun. Bagley moves to the line, now slides along that line, and he's going to be blocking in front of Ryan Friend. Friend breaks a tackle, and he zigs and zags his way down inside the 5. He's brought down at the 3.
Here he goes right. Then he cuts back inside. That's a quick cut there. Winds up picking up another 5 or 6 yards before he sees contact again, but first down inside the 5 for the MCI Huskies.
He's at the 3.
Huskies to the line. Friend with Bagley and Steves directly behind him. And the handoff to Steves, and Cole Steves is into the end zone. Another touchdown for number 7. Add 6 to the MCI total, and they lead it 25-7.
Yeah, big block there inside by number 60 for MCI. That's Jack Morton, and number 62, Parker St. Clair, kind of opened that play up for Steves to score easily from 3 yards out, and MCI now stretching its lead out. That was a pretty quick drive, pretty impressive drive by the Huskies there. 6 plays, 49 yards.
And this time the Huskies successful in picking up some extra points as they'll get the 2-point conversion there to make it a 27-7 score with 9:44 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennock Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com.
Back here at Alumni Field, MCI scoring on the first possession here in the third quarter to extend their lead to 20. It's now 27-7. And Will Russell will do the honors once again. Kick is away, low line drive kick, and it's picked up there by Hashi for John Bapst, and the sophomore gets it up to about the 25-yard line. And that's where the Crusaders will get things started, educating and engaging the workforce of tomorrow today. Maine's largest technical high school. Welcome to United Technology Center. Check them out at utcforme.org or stop by their school at 200 Hogan Road for more information on one of their over 20 program offerings. They also offer adult education. That's UTC4me.org. Thanks to all of our sponsors on Friday Night Football. Thanks for joining us here for Friday night under the lights here. And the Crusaders will keep it on the ground. And it's going to be Landon St. Peter. And again, he had some Huskies in the backfield, so he's dropped for a loss.
Yeah, he never had a chance to get started. The ball and the defenders arrived at the same time, so he was lucky. He didn't fumble, actually.
St. Clair, number 76, Buzzle in on the play.
It's going to be second down and 16. This has been a familiar story here over the last couple of quarters for the Crusaders. Plays for losses, and that I don't know if the ball came loose. Snap was to Higgins, and then you saw Higgins diving towards the line of scrimmage. A little mishandle on the snap. In any event, it's going to be a loss of 1.
It'll be 3rd and 16.
So it's going to be 3rd and 16.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, wow. I guess
it was a turnover. It was fumbled.
So the ball was fumbled, and it was picked up by MCI.
It was a fumble.
You saw MCI, their defense kind of standing by the football like they were awaiting another play. Meanwhile, John Bapst was 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, looking like they were going to set up for a play. Yeah, so it was a
couple of balls
a
on the field
mishandle
right
there,
now.
and another turnover for John Bapst. That's been an issue here tonight. So 1st and 10 for MCI, looking to extend their lead. And they're going to change the clock to 8:50.
Yeah, the clock kept running because
we all thought
it was still in play for John Bapst, and with the turnover, the clock stops, and so you got to adjust the clock on that. That was kind of a subtle turnover, and nobody really reacted to it either, in terms of like excitement that the ball had gone the other way or disappointment that the ball had been lost. But it's going to be MCI's ball.
Everybody's just frozen in time.
Yeah, there you go. There's your answer right there. Mother Nature has taken over.
Yeah, the Crusaders still playing hard. That first down play goes for a short loss. Let's take a moment here to look at the profile of John Bapst High School, located in Bangor. Enrollment approximately 500. Mel Mackay is the head of school. We talked with Mel Mackay last Friday night at Husson University, and Dan O'Connell, the athletic director. Of course, John Bapst with the announcement of that new fitness and practice facility. Gymnasium that they're building near John Bapst High School. Pass complete here to Will Russell. Spins away from one John Bapst Crusader. And then he's taken down by a couple. Rhett McDonald, Landon St. Peter in on the tackle.
Good protection there, long enough for our friend to get the ball off to Russell. Spin move number 1 gets him past one defender. Now spin move number 2 and a borderline face mask, but no call and really no face mask. And finally, John Bapst able to come up with a gang tackle at the 11.
What are you trying to do? You trying to start trouble? Borderline face mask?
Well,
but it really wasn't a face mask.
Face mask that wasn't a face mask.
All right, little misdirection there. The handoff goes to Steves, and he is upended right around the 6-yard line.
Number 7, Cole Steves.
So that'll be a first down. It's going to be first and goal here for MCI.
6 yards and another MCI first
Friday
down.
Night Football brought to you by Sport Clips. At Sport Clips is Good to Be a Guy, featuring the MVP experience from stylists who know men's hairstyles. You can check in online or just walk in. Check out the Stillwater Avenue location.
Window next to you, and then I've got the window off to the side, and I never quite know.
It's kind of like, let's make a deal.
Which one to go to, because no matter which window I go to, the play's going in the other direction. No wonder I'm off.
You could watch our monitor here.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not used to it. I like to see the live action.
Great job. Here's a pass into the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Dominic Wilson with the touchdown reception from Ryan Friend. And right now, MCI rolling against the Crusaders.
And you can see Dominic Wilson do a great job of using his body to keep the ball in front of him and not let the defender get to it, and just kind of muscled the ball in, and pass reception is made, and the lead grows for MCI.
Now, Huskies going to go for the extra point. Will Russell on for the kick. Dominic Wilson will hold. I had a fumble here in the Friday Night Football broadcast booth. Kick is no good, again from Russell, so the score will stay 33-7. So a 26-point advantage for MCI.
Correct.
Of course, one thing that we're aware of is the running time that happens
when a team is ahead by 35, and in that sense, it's still a 2-possession game, because a touchdown and a 2-point conversion would make it a 34-point lead at this point, and so you would need another score to make it 35 and then institute the running clock. But John Bapst is hoping to make that a moot point by coming out here and establishing something offensively.
Friday Night Football brought to you by Danforth's Down Home Supermarket in Herman. It is a full-service supermarket complete with community pharmacy. Locally owned and operated since 2007, Danforth's features a great deli and bakery, along with fresh meats, seafood, and a fully stocked produce department. Danforth Supermarket, 2402 Route 2 in Herman. Right near Pottle Field there in Herman High School.
Right across the road.
We'll take a look at the school profile for MCI after this kick here by Will Russell. MCI looking to advance to a regional final once again. End-over-end kick fielded at the 10 by St. Peter. He's going to take it straight up the field. Now he cuts right, and he is smothered under there by a group of Huskies.
If MCI were to do that,
take a quick look here at MCI, located here in Pittsfield. Enrollment right around 140.
I'm guessing that's not quite right.
Right.
They're in Class C in football and Class B in most other sports. Probably around 440 is my guess.
That's a typo.
Exactly. That's all that is.
That's a typo.
Chris McDonald, the principal, Jim Leonard, veteran athletic administrator here.
Thanks to Jim for his help in getting our broadcasts
MCI, I believe,
off and running.
If they win tonight, will be in a regional championship game for the 5th time in 6 years. 14, 15.
It's not a bad run.
No, 14, 15, 16, and 17 won regional championships. 16 and 17 won state championships. Last year, knocked off by Nokomis, I believe in the semifinals. Nokomis went on to win the state championship last year. Now here they are back within a quarter and a half of getting back to the C North final.
Loss of 1 on the first play by the Crusaders, so it's going to be 2nd down and 11. Wilson Higgins, the senior quarterback. This could be his final game in purple. He wings it right, pass complete to St. Peter, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and short here for the Crusaders. Friday Night Football brought to you by the Old Town Rec Center. The Old Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennock Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs, youth programs, and after-school enrichment programs. Visit them at oldtownrec.com. 3rd down and about 3 yards to go here for John Bapst. So an 8-yard pickup on that pass play. Here's Higgins, back to pass, guns it across the middle, pass is deflected. He was trying to get it to Rhett McDonald. See who got their paw on this pass.
I believe it was number 20, Elijah Bagley, playing both ways very effectively tonight there in the linebacker slot. Reached up and tipped the ball. Looked like there was a receiver open behind Bagley in the secondary, but the ball never got there on target. And now a 4th down play, 4th and a long 2 here for John Bapst, and they are going to go for it.
Mitchell and Brown in the backfield behind Higgins. And the handoff goes to Mitchell, and he is swarmed under by the Huskies. No go there for the Crusaders, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
No, not much going there. Isaac Buzzell, number 76, among the MCI defenders waiting for Mitchell. He's going to go for a loss of 1, and MCI takes over with 4:54 left in the 3rd.
Stay in the game with Maine Sports Leader, 92.9 The Ticket. Of course, over the air at 92.9 FM. Also at 929theticket.com. Get that ticket app. You got the ticket app, Ernie?
I sure do.
All right, 929 The Ticket app. You can get that right at the website. Be part of the Stub Club newsletter. And you can also follow The Ticket on Facebook and Twitter as well. Friend, keeping it on the ground. Here's Cole Steves. Bounces it out to the right side. Ball comes loose, and it's going to be picked up there by John Bapst. I think it's going to be Tomlinson with the recovery. It is Spencer Tomlinson.
So he has a break going John Bapst's way there as here comes Steves, and ball is stripped by, I believe, 42.
Garrett Curlin.
Nice play by him. A wraparound tackle. Got the ball, too, and then recovery by Tomlinson, and John Bapst gets the ball right back.
All right, Crusaders with another shot here. It's a 3-score game. Higgins to the air, lobs one across the middle, reaching up and hauling it in is Quinn Mitchell. Nice grab there by number 22.
Yeah, just throws the ball over the defender, number 62 for MCI. Parker St. Clair, and Mitchell able to make the grab. Good first down gain of about 8 yards.
2nd down and 2 coming up here for the Crusaders. McDonald wide to the right. Derek Long, the receiver, to the near side. And Higgins thinking pass again. He's flushed out of the pocket. Fires it downfield, but it's going to be a little too strong and right into the hands of Will Russell. Russell still going. Russell gets past the one Crusader who could stop him, and he takes it into the end zone. That's a pick six for MCI, and they lead it 33-7.
Yeah, ball overthrown. 4 defenders on the play, just 2 receivers, just a numbers game there. Russell picks the ball off at the MCI 48 and then cuts across the field through what was the John Bapst offense into the end zone, and now we'll see what's going on. We get a flag down and an injured player, so a lot to be decided here in the next moment or two. It's probably a penalty. I see unsportsmanlike conduct against MCI.
And my bad. Took a quick peek at the scoreboard. Of course, it was 33-7. Add 6 more to the MCI total, so that makes it a 39-7 score. Yeah. And we've got a Crusader down on the field. The training staff out to attend to that John Bapst player.
52 yards on the return by Russell.
Yeah, Russell, ball coming right into his hands and took it to the end zone. We're going to take it to a timeout. 39-7 our score. When we come back, we'll get the extra point attempt by MCI. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Old Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennick Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com.
At MCI, Ernie Clark with a little...
I'm just talking about comfort level and the conditions, that's all. Without the heater, that somebody did not bring enough
bonus commentary
fuel for.
From Ernie Clark, and the extra point attempt is blocked. So if there's been one negative here tonight for MCI, it has been their extra point attempts. They do have one 2-point conversion and one... No, they missed the first extra point attempt as well. No, it was the second extra point attempt. They made the first one. So extra point blocked, so the score remains 39-7 here in the third quarter with 3:55 left to go. Friday Night Football is presented by First National Bank. Dream first because you can. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
See, we're just experiencing all these weather-related conditions that we haven't had to deal with all fall because it's been relatively warm. But all of a sudden...
For all the people giving me a hard time about just enjoying those 85-degree days.
As opposed to sweltering.
Here is reality check.
You're not talking about anybody in particular, are you?
Could be the man behind me, Mark Paulette.
Man, who's got the ability to do anything he wants with this broadcast.
He wouldn't do that.
Because he would.
He's a pro.
Because he's a professional.
That's right. Paid professional. All right, MCI. Well, Will Russell's been busy. Has not had a lot of success on the extra points, but has been kicking off a lot.
We'll have to kick a little deeper now because that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty was implemented on the kickoff.
15-yard penalty. This one is scooped up by Landon St. Peter at the 35-yard line. St. Peter darts to the right. St. Peter into MCI territory. And he's ridden out of bounds across the way at about the 43-yard line. And that's where the Crusaders will get it going.
Good return by St. Peter there. He got around the corner, just eluded Cole Steves at the corner, which is not easy to do. But he was able to do that and add about 20 yards to that kickoff return. Again, the kickoff return starting in deep because of the 15-yard penalty on the touchdown play. And as a result, John Bapst, great field position inside MCI territory.
He did a scoreboard check during the break. Bucksport Golden Bucks up big at home tonight against Foxcroft, trying to pick up their second win against the Ponies in the last few weeks.
In the last 3 weeks, 34-6. The total is now over the Ponies.
Scarborough has extended their lead over Bangor 27-3. Halftime score. Here's a fire downfield, and that pass is going to be picked off. Hauling it in is Maxwell Bottenfield, just a freshman with the pick here.
Yeah, he was playing a deep safety on that play. Covered 2 defense there, and he just was playing. The interception, and now MCI is going to start out with its worst field position of the game at about its own 10-yard line here with 3:38 to go in the third quarter.
We get some new faces into the ball game as well. Bagley and Steves out of the ball game. Number 22, Braden Kennedy, who's just a freshman. He's in there for MCI.
And we've got a still friend at quarterback.
I think Xavier Moss is in the ball game in the backfield as well. And here is the handoff to Braden Kennedy. And the freshman scoots his way out over the 20-yard line, takes it to the 22. That's a 12-yard pickup and a first down for the Huskies.
Fresh legs and a quick speed there to get through the line by Braden Kennedy, and a 12-yard gain here for the freshman.
So the Huskies trying to get another drive going here. Good start on that run by Kennedy. Saw this Husky team a couple of weeks ago at Herman. And Herman could be an opponent. Hawks a big-time challenge against Winslow tomorrow.
Hawks gave Winslow their closest game since Winslow lost their season opener to Wells a couple of weeks ago. I think it was 37-14, which goes to show Winslow's dominance of the Class C ranks. We had a good game here with MCI and Winslow a few weeks back on Ticket TV. 61-37 in favor of Winslow in a game that was fairly in doubt into the fourth quarter before Winslow pulled away behind Colby Pomeroy and Robert Clark.
Ryan Friend still the quarterback, and he's going to hand it off to Moss. Moss breaking tackle into open field. He's into John Bapst territory, and he's taken down from behind by number 48, I believe, there for John Bapst. Check that number. Like 48. We don't have a 48 on our program here. But a big gain there for
Xavier Moss. 40 yards on the play from the MCI 20 to the John Bapst 40.
Not a bad average.
That's pretty good. Another first down. The Huskies' second unit, mostly the second unit, is I believe there's quite a few second-team players along the line of scrimmage as well. Burlett's still out there and Wilson's still out there, flanked far to the left side.
And it's going to be Kennedy with the carry. He'll pick up about 4 yards on that play.
But it just shows you the depth that MCI has. You're talking about the Class C ranks. You're starting to get down into some of the smaller schools, and a lot of times there's not quite as much depth. That's one of the bigger issues they face. But we're looking at Kennedy and Moss here on this series, and they're showing themselves to be just as effective rushing as Steves and Bagley.
You know who my MVP is here tonight?
Number 19?
Number 19.
He's guarding
Caden
the heater.
Reynolds.
Guarding the heater.
He has been close by. He's got a couple of heaters on the near sideline. He's been
right there,
hanging right by that heater.
He certainly has permission to do it, though, because I've seen Tom Bertrand, the coach, come over and talk to him a couple of times, and nobody's telling him to get back up on the line or anything. He's all about guarding the heater at this point for the benefit of his teammates, no doubt. Now we have a penalty on John Bapst. It's going to move the ball 15 yards down the field, more than 15 yards down the field.
Of course, another score here by MCI gets us into that running time scenario.
Even a field goal would make it 35.
Yeah, they're not kicking a field goal with the way their extra points have been going here time.
Well, you might want to try the practice, you know. Get ready for next week.
Hand off to Moss. Moss powering his way and breaking more tackles. And what do we got here?
Fumble.
Loose football, and it's going to be picked up by the Crusaders.
At the end of the play, there's
extra
you
effort.
see they're just stripping the ball, trying to tackle the ball as much as they are tackling him, and it worked.
Xavier's saying, darn it, if I'd just gone down in that first tackle attempt, I wouldn't have fumbled the football.
No, he's just trying for extra yardage. And John Bapst gets the ball back. MCI drove that ball 70-something yards, 73 yards, but nothing to show for it.
Minute left to go here in the third quarter. Under the lights at Alumni Field. And a couple of yards on that first down play. Landon St. Peter with the carry. Friday Night Football presented by Quirk Auto Group. Quirk is your main boss plow dealer. It's your boss. Find it at Quirk. It's going to be second down and 8 here for MCI. For John Bapst. Yeah, there are no heaters over on the far sideline. Kudos to the Crusader band and the cheerleaders. They are still working hard across the way, and that's going to go for a loss there. Quinn Mitchell with the carry.
Yeah, that pitch is not working anymore.
Option out to number 22, Mitchell. He's brought down by number 18, Jason Piles.
Yeah, it certainly worked on the first play of the game, and there's the horn. And that'll do it for the third quarter. MCI up big in this one, 39-7 after 3. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Connect. Inspire. Give. Share. Dream first. Because you can. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Come experience a real farming adventure at Truergy Family Orchards. Voted one of America's best corn mazes, it's good old-fashioned fun for all ages. Open now until November. Come on out today and see if you can make it through. Truergy Family Orchards. Come gather beautifully.
Welcome back to Alumni Fields here at Maine Central Institute. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our Friday Night Football crew. John Bapst with the football. Wilson Higgins back to pass. He's got a man across the middle. Ball is in the air and almost picked off there. Went off the fingertips of Derek Long and almost into the hands of a Husky, but the pass incomplete. And it's going to be fourth down and 13. Friday Night Football brought to you by Bangor Heat Pump.
21, Will Russell.
Now is certainly the time to call Bangor Heat Pump for your winter heating needs. Call the Heat Pump guys at 659-8193 or visit them at bangorheatpump.com.
14, Wilson Higgins.
It's funny how quickly it goes from needing a heat pump for air conditioning purposes to actual.
That's the great thing about them.
There you go.
Keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Here's Higgins. He was looking to punt instead. The fake, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Rat McDonald a little upset on the near sideline. He felt he was open. The pass across the middle intended for St. Peter, and MCI is going to get the football back.
Yeah, why not? If you're John Bapst, take a shot at making a play.
At the John Bapst 15.
Didn't work, but they're not going to go down without a fight.
You know, the Crusaders scored on the first play of the game. When did that score come? It was like 21 seconds in or something like that.
My memory's not that good, so I write it on paper. 11:39 into the first quarter, 21 seconds into the game. The kickoff and one play, and John Bapst was up 7-0.
Have not scored since, but all MCI. 39 unanswered points. Xavier Moss going to get another shot. Holds on to the football this time and rumbles his way down near the 10-yard line.
He is a fullback, Xavier Moss. He's got the low center of gravity, the powerful legs.
I want the fullback back. We don't have enough fullbacks anymore.
The Patriots missed their fullback, right?
Right.
The Patriots, James Devlin's been out, and it's affected their blocking. There's a place for him. Short yardage situation. Moss there, good gain on first down, picked up 5 yards. He had a 40-yard run already earlier in this quarter.
Right. All right, it's going to be second down, about 4 yards to go here for the Huskies. Ball is at the 10. Handoff here to Kennedy, and the freshman picks up at least a couple on that play.
Kennedy on the carry.
Now the field here tonight is certainly held up, and I think the cold temperatures certainly helping that situation.
That would be
solidifying the
frozen tundra. But it wasn't bad before the game, certainly, and it hasn't changed. Exactly. He's got a friend now.
There are two Huskies guarding that heater.
Well, as it gets colder,
we're just envious.
Exactly. Yeah, we will trade with them.
To me, that gets my attention. Like, those guys they're brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean,
19 is that's his job.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. I think he got the short straw. He said, well, I won't be able to be as close to my teammates as Moss.
16, Xavier Moss on the carry.
You never know when the enemy might charge and try to steal your...
Yeah. He's got his eyes on a John Bapst bench. They might want a heater.
Or
I wouldn't blame him if they did.
Could be somebody in the press box.
Could be. Yeah, we're kind of short on that right now.
Better watch that rear flank.
It'll be first and goal for the Huskies at the 5.
Yeah, they've got plenty of petrol down there. Electricity, I guess.
That's right. Our trusty heater.
It's going to be...
Wait at halftime.
What do we got here? We got first down for the Huskies.
First and goal.
They're all looking at us. Everybody else?
I'm going to give them some signs.
Yeah.
See if they...
We got 3 coaches down there with signs, and then you've got players holding up 3 signs.
All right, first and goal. Kennedy, the deep back, and what do we got here? Something against John Bapst or a timeout? Timeout called by MCI, and we will take it as well. 39-7, we got a first and goal situation here for the Huskies when we come back. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Welcome to the Danforth Plaza, located in the town of Herman, one of the fastest growing communities in Maine. The Danforth Plaza is convenient, friendly, and has everything you'll need in one location. So the next time you're in Herman, visit Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, your local family-owned and operated grocery store with an impressive fresh food department. Danforth Supermarket also offers a huge selection of local wines, fresh meats, seafood, and more. If it's on your list, it's on our shelves. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, located in the Danforth's Plaza, Herman.
Spotlight Cinemas is the place for great entertainment and exceptional value. Spotlight Cinemas features low concession prices, 7 all-digital screens, and stadium-style seating. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football here on Ticket TV. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, the entire Friday Night Football crew, including our director, Mark Paulette, and our camera people here tonight, Jay Baines, Max Pottle, Jeff Hoke, and, of course, Tina Churchill. No relation, but an outstanding individual.
Done a quality job. Max Pottle, part of the pretty high-quality Herman High School cross-country team this fall.
All right, handoff inside goes to Moss, and Moss is in for the touchdown. Straight ahead, big number 16, rolling into the end zone, and MCI now with a 45 spot up on the board.
45-7. So the lead grows to 38.
45 unanswered points. And you saw Moss right there. Nothing fancy about that play.
Straight ahead running. Good blocking up front from the offensive line of the Huskies, and they just powered their way into the end zone.
So it will be running time at this point with the at least a 38-point advantage for MCI. Well, MCI needs a little practice on these extra points. Let's see if Russell can convert here. Ball down, kick up, and yes, this one is through the uprights, and it's 46-7 now, Huskies.
You talk about Russell and getting the extra practice with the extra point. Well, I'll tell you something. Against Winslow, that would make a difference because Winslow, under Mike Savitsky, their longtime head coach, notoriously good at extra points and also field goals. So you get into a tight game, those kind of points make the difference. And here we go here with play earlier in the game here. This was the Cole Steves touchdown run from short range. And this is going to be Ryan Friend. You see Bagley, the fullback, in motion, and Steves, number 7, with the lead block as well. And Friend picks his way through to the end zone from 5 yards out.
Made it 19-7.
Here's Steves again, this time running left and really untouched into the end zone there. And now the pass play to Dominic Wilson. Dominic Wilson fights off a defender, gets in front of him, establishes position, and like a basketball player posting up down low, was able to make the catch. This is the punt return by Will Russell.
Interception.
Interception, right, to the left at midfield, then cuts all the way across the field, left to right through the John Bapst offense, and with a little bit of a stiff arm there, gets into the end zone. 52 yards on that play, and that made it, that was a touchdown before the last one by Xavier Moss to make it 46-7.
Russell kicking it off. And it's going to be fielded by Rhett McDonald, and McDonald will be taken down quickly.
Number 9, Rhett McDonald on return.
And the Crusaders start things at about the 20-yard line.
A lot of reserves in for both teams now. Some starters still out there for John Bapst. This has been a good year for the Crusaders, a very good year for the Crusaders to go 7-2, likely 7-3 here before this game is over. Got a lot of juniors and a lot of seniors that have played for 3 years, starting out as freshmen, taking some lumps early in their career, and finally being awarded for their perseverance by getting deep into the playoffs, a couple rounds into the playoffs.
There's a pass to Mitchell. He makes the catch and trying to back his way across the 25. He's brought down by a few Huskies, so pick up of about 5 with the forward progress. Second down and 5 coming up here for John Bapst. It won't be long when we're in some warm gymnasiums here. Only about a month from now, they'll get the basketball season underway.
I think it's just a week or so before practices start. Not this coming week, but the week after. The high school practices kick off. College basketball already underway in the area.
Here's Wilson. Winging it downfield, and the pass is caught by Rhett McDonald. Here goes McDonald. He breaks a tackle, and Rhett McDonald is going to go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, John Bapst.
Yeah, nice adjustment by McDonald to come back to the ball, and then he split 3 defenders, and after breaking that last tackle, he's gone. That play goes for 75 yards.
So when the Crusaders score, they score in a big way.
They certainly do. 63 yards of the first play of the game, 75 yards on that play to get under the 35-point threshold, and now we're back to regular time.
All right, here comes Max Chadwick. Higgins will be the holder.
Number 2, Chadwick, set the attempt the extra point. Number 14, Higgins will hold.
And Higgins taking the snap, and he's going to throw to Rhett McDonald, and they'll add 2 points. So 2-point conversion. A little trickery there by the Crusaders. So having some fun despite being down big in this one.
Of course, the trick of that is the holder has to have his knee off the ground when he catches the football, otherwise he's down, I think.
It makes sense.
But he got up and spotted McDonald wide open over there on the right, and game now 46-15. We had running time for 1 minute and 53 seconds, as it turned out.
Oh.
That was a quick couple minutes.
Stay tuned after the game for the post-game show. You'll get more math like that from Ernie Clark. He'll have the stats. We'll run down the scores, and we'll get you the highlights from what would appear to be a MCI Husky victory.
Most of my stats will be ink pending.
Oh, ink pending.
As it's gotten colder in the press box.
The
ink has gotten colder as well.
Flowage has been an issue?
Well, off and on. First half wasn't much of a problem because there was a steady heat supply, but
educating and engaging the workforce of tomorrow today, Maine's largest technical high school. Welcome to United Technology Center. Check them out at utcforme.org or stop by their school at 200 Hogan Road for more information on one of their over 20 program offerings. They also offer adult education. That's UTC4me.org. Max Ploddle and Tina Churchill are part of our crew here tonight. They are students at UTC, and they are educated by our partner, Aaron Jackson, who's part of our ticket team, host on the drive.
I talked to Max Pottle a couple of weeks ago, and in spite of Aaron Jackson, he has an interest in pursuing this kind of business as a college destination. I wish him the best of luck, both with Aaron Jackson the rest of this year and then on to college.
That's right. All right. 7:16 left to go. 46-15.
And John Bapst has the football.
Wow.
Fumble on the kickoff, recovered by the Crusaders, and now they are moving again. The first down run by St. John, I believe.
St. Peter,
excuse me.
Number 7, St. Peter.
6-yard pickup for Landon St. Peter.
Number 55, Isaac Shorey, and number 12, Adam Hakeman on the tackle for the Huskies.
So John Bapst with the score, the 2-point conversion, trying to finish this 2019 season strongly. They've played hard throughout. Coach O'Connell would accept nothing less than that kind of effort.
No, I think he's happy the way they're finishing this game at this point.
Hand off Colby Brown. He's got the first down and more inside the 20.
Number 44, Colby Brown on the carry.
Nice job by the Crusader offensive line, opening up that hole for Brown, and he shot through it.
Quick handoff to the fullback, number 66 for John Bapst. Kobe Fournier with a nice lead block on that play.
John Bapst for the first down, the MCI 19.
First and 10 from the 19 for John Bapst. And it's going to be Wilson Higgins keeping it, and he's going to pick up another first down. He almost gets into the end zone.
Higgins keeps it on the
They're going to mark him out at about the 3, I think. But a first down here for the Crusaders.
16-yard gain around left end by the John Bapst quarterback.
He gained 16 on the play before he was taken down to number 22, Braden Kennedy.
Braden Kennedy with the tackle for MCI. Higgins gives this time to Quinn Mitchell, and Mitchell into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Crusaders scoring early and now scoring late in this one. A couple of very recent touchdowns here by John Bapst.
Late and often as Quinn Mitchell breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and gets into the end zone before he's hit again, and that's 2 touchdowns in a minute and a half for the Crusaders. Exactly a minute and a half. 7:20 on the earlier touchdown with a long touchdown pass to McDonald from Higgins, and now the 3-yard run by Mitchell after the turnover on the kickoff by MCI.
Number 2, Max Chadwick.
So Max Chadwick out again. Question is, will he be kicking this time? The answer is yes, and the kick is no good.
Kick is no good.
So 5:50 left to go. It's 46 to 21. MCI with the lead here over the Crusaders. And next week, again, we're going to get you the scores after this one, but good chance based upon the score we saw earlier that will be at Carmichael Field in Bucksport for the Class D North Final coming up on Friday. Pre-game show at 6:45. And the question will be, we believe, who will the Golden Bucks be playing? We won't know until, late afternoon tomorrow. Bucksport, a final. They have defeated the Foxcroft Academy Ponies 49-12.
Brunswick 38, Skowhegan 29 in Class B North, Lawrence 43, Mount Blue 22 in Class B North. That's a final.
Thornton all over Edward Little in Class A, 63-0.
That was the halftime score as well as the final score down in Saco, Maine.
So the Crusaders a little life late in this game, opportunistic, taking advantage of the fumble on the kickoff return. And here's the boot downfield. It's going to be picked up by Will Russell. Russell veering left, spins away from a tackle, and tries to spin away from another tackle, but he's brought down at about the 37-yard line. Good return there.
Rarely gets brought down by the first contact there, spun through it. He does a lot of spinning on these runs and going to spin his way all the way to about the 37-yard line, 36-yard line.
We had number 48 on the John Bapst roster. He's made some nice plays here tonight.
MCI back out there with a lot more of the starters than were on the field for the last couple of possessions. To see Bagley and Steves in the backfield. Friend has played quarterback right along, but
and it's going to be Cole Steves dashing through the middle of the John Bapst defense.
Yeah, you see him quick. And boy, I'll tell you what, for a second there, it looks like he's just about to break it, but finally John Bapst gets over there defensively in numbers and able to make the stop, but not before Steves gets about 8 yards on first down.
Second and a couple coming up here for MCI. Play is in from the sideline. It's going to be Bagley and Steves once again behind Friend. And the pitch is going to go. As Steves picks up the first down, and there'll be some extra yardage added to this play.
It's going to be a 15-yard personal foul face mask against John Bapst, so that'll move the ball into Crusaders territory. It's always one of these questions about when you pull your starters and how long you keep your starters in and all that kind of thing. And John Bapst, at least offensively, elected to keep its starters in the game pretty much all the way through and got a couple of late touchdowns, and that's prompted MCI to come back with its starting unit as well. One player that didn't play tonight is Harrison Seitz, one of MCI's leading linemen. We talked to Tom Bertrand before the game. Seitz has been nagged by injuries off and on all season, and he wasn't sure whether Seitz would go or not tonight. And the fact is he hasn't, and he's now saved for the regional championship game next weekend.
Up the middle, Bagley. He fights his way to the 34-yard line of John Bapst. Friday Night Football brought to you by Bangor Frameworks. They've offered custom work for your paintings, photographs, and favorite sports memorabilia for 30 years. Check out their website at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor. And for both of these teams, there's going to be some great memories from this 2019 season. And Bangor Frameworks can certainly help out with some of those memories. Here's the pitch to the freshman, Braden Kennedy. And we got another flag coming in. Let's see who this is against. Penalty happening about 10 yards beyond the tackle. Dominic Wilson was involved with Kyle Long there and some activity. Let's see who the penalty is against. Just based upon body language, I think this might go. No, it's going to be offsetting penalties. Personal foul. A little give and take there between Wilson and Long. Clock winding down. 3:56 left to go in this one. 46-21.
So that was a dead ball penalty, offsetting penalties after the play, which means it's going to be third down and ball spotted at about the 28. So third and 4.
And it's going to be a first down. Xavier Moss with the carry. Tell you what, Moss is not a bad option to have. You might want to mix him in just a little bit more earlier in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean Bagley has done a great job at fullback, both blocking and running the ball. But Moss provides a similar type, another weapon on the inside power runs, and that time there was able to pick up the tough yardage he needed for the first down. 3rd and 3, picked up the 3 to the 25, and MCI, the drive stays alive.
Friend goes back to Moss once again. Boy, he is a tough kid to bring down. Fights his way forward. And he gains 2 on that play.
Yeah, he's a downhill runner, pushing the pile all the time. One time earlier, while he was concentrating on trying to gain yardage with his legs, somebody got the ball and stripped him. But I mean, I'm sure that was a reminder to him of the priorities there, and ever since then he's been running straight ahead with pretty good success.
And this time it's going to be Kennedy with the carry.
Yeah, it was just a little cautious move on Bertrand's part, the MCI coach, to in terms of bringing his starting running backs out to start this drive, is just to make sure that the Huskies did not turn the ball over deep in their own territory. But now that the ball is in John Bapst territory, then Kennedy and Moss both getting some valuable experience in the offensive backfield.
Kennedy behind Moss in that backfield, and it's going to be Braden Kennedy with the carry. And Kennedy advances the ball forward. Looks like he's got first down yardage.
Yeah, good cutback by Kennedy there. Maybe a little short. Let's see where they mark it. Mark it at about the 15, just short of the 15. It's going to be very close. And now they're going to say first down. Good hard run there by Kennedy. A nice little cutback to his left to get the extra yardage he needed for that first down.
And now we got a timeout called by John Bapst, and we're going to take a break here as well. Our score, MCI 46, Crusaders 21. This is Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Celebrating 50 years, Northeast Driving School is Greater Bangor's #1 choice for driver's ed. The Northeast team is experienced, professional, and dedicated to its students. Sign up today for weekday or weekend courses at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified.
Victory formation now by the MCI Huskies after it looked like John Bapst put their seniors out on the field and then brought them out of the game collectively. Nice sign, nice gesture there by John Bapst coach Dan O'Connell for a season well done by the Crusaders. They're going to lose this game but finish up at 7-3 with the MCI Huskies moving on to the regional championship game next Saturday at Hamden Academy against the winner of tomorrow's semifinal between Winslow and Herman.
Well, that should be the final play right there. Ryan Friend takes a knee, and the MCI Huskies and their fans are going to celebrate another victory here tonight as the Huskies do indeed advance to that Class C North final with a win here tonight over John Bapst by a score of 46-21. We'll step aside. When we come back, it'll be time for the post-game show. This is Friday Night Football from Ticket TV.
Save big on your heating and cooling costs now with Bangor Heat Pump. Bangor Heat Pump is an all-in-one company providing sales, service, and cleanings by factory certified technicians. Get a free quote from Bangor Heat Pump. Call 659-8193. That's 659-8193. Visit BangorHeatPump.com and like us on Facebook.
Want to save money? Come see us at Bangor Heat Pump.
Bangor Frameworks has offered custom framing for your paintings, photographs, and prints since 1989. Bangor Frameworks will frame and mat your sports memorabilia, and they even do shadow box framing for your favorite jerseys. At Bangor Frameworks, they take great pride in their superior workmanship, from the highest quality materials to the construction of the frame to the precise installation of your finished piece. Your favorite art and your special memories deserve the best. Visit Bangor Frameworks at bangorframeworks.com or stop by at 175 Exchange Street in Bangor. Old Town Rec Center is where recreation, education, and community come together. Located at 342 Bennock Road in Old Town, the Old Town Rec Center offers preschool programs like Kicking Stars Soccer, youth programs including flag football and fall baseball, and an after-school enrichment program for grades K through 8. Whether it's healthy hometown activities or simply a quiet place to get help with homework, the experienced staff at Old Town Rec delivers safety and encouragement at every turn. Call 827-3961 or visit them at oldtownrec.com. Spotlight Cinemas is the place for great entertainment and exceptional value. Spotlight Cinemas features low concession prices, 7 all-digital screens, and stadium-style seating. Spotlight Cinemas, 6 Stillwater Avenue in Orono, your hometown movie theater.
Class C North semifinal between the MCI Huskies, the number 2 seed, against the John Bapst Crusaders, the number 3 seed. John Bapst scored on the first play from scrimmage in the ball game, a 63-yard run by Max Chadwick, but then MCI would turn it on, Ernie, and they would pick up the 46-21 victory here tonight.
Yeah, 46 consecutive points for the Huskies after that early wake-up call by Max Chadwick. Just a variety of weapons offensively by the Huskies. Ryan Friend running the offense, Cole Steves, Elijah Bagley, both running effectively. Friend passing when he needed to, and the Huskies showed why they belong in the Class C North Final. Just showed a variety to their offense and a defense that really kept John Bapst very much in check until the game was out of hand, and John Bapst scored a couple late touchdowns.
So the Crusaders finish up their 2019 season at 7-3. They go 1-1 in the postseason, and for MCI, they are now 8-2 overall here in this season, and they'll be playing in the Class C North Final coming up on Saturday. And our next game will be Friday night from Bucksport, as we will have the Bucksport Golden Bucks hosting either the Mananoquahook Lynx or the Dexter Tigers, those two teams playing tomorrow in Dexter. All right, that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. I want to thank our entire crew. Again, on camera here tonight, Jay Baines, Jeff Hoke, Max Pottle, and Tina Churchill as well. And Mark Paulette directing the show here tonight. Ernie Clark, thank you for your work here in these well, I can't say extreme conditions, but a little more difficult conditions.
November in Maine, and
he's shrugging it off.
We all expect it. You got to have a certain amount of toughness, you know.
That's right.
But I was glad to do it.
My pleasure. Jim Churchill saying so long from Pittsfield. The final once again. The Huskies of MCI 46, the Crusaders of John Bapst 21. Thanks for joining us here on Friday Night Football on Ticket TV.
Friday Night Football is presented by First National Bank. Dream first because you can. And by Quirk Auto Group. It's your car. Find it at quirkauto.com. Friday Night Football is brought to you by Bangor Heat Pump, Coastal Auto Parts, Truergy Orchards, Bangor Frameworks, Dean's Detailing, Sports Clips, Greenway Equipment Sales, Spotlight Cinemas, Tradewinds Markets, United Technology Center, Northeast Driving School, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Old Town Recreation Center, and Danforth Supermarket. Friday Night Football on Ticket TV is a production of Maine sports leader 92.9 The Ticket.